When we think of a soulmate, a lot of times we get this notion in our head that it is this one particular person that we're looking for, this one person that's going to be absolutely perfect for us. And that is the one that we're searching for. That is the one we spend our life searching for, hoping that one day we'll meet them and have her happily ever after. But the reality is, soulmates don't really look like that. And there's a lot of misconception around what a soulmate is. When we think of a soulmate, we oftentimes just shove it in a box containing only one person who we are romantically involved with. But that's like saying that margarita pizza is the only pizza that exists. And you and I both know that there are pizzas out there that are equally as delicious. Like, have you tried mashed potato pizza? You have not had good pizza till you tried that one. Add a little bacon on there. Your soulmate isn't limited to just one person that you have romantic encounters with, because romance isn't a determinant of being a soulmate. See, the thing is, your soulmate is someone that you have a deep spiritual connection with. And this connection goes deeper than the average person. You love being around this person because you feel so comfortable being around them. See, a soulmate could come in the form of a partner, a coworker, a friend, or a family member. And even when you meet them, there's this connection that is so freaking strong that you feel like you've known them for your whole life. It just feels like that missing puzzle piece is finally there. They just fit. And no matter how short or long this person remains in your life, they make a permanent change within you. A part of you grows because of them. And no matter who they are, they will always have a special place in your heart. Our soulmates come into our lives at different periods of time because they are meant to make an impact. These people help us to grow, which is why it's especially painful when a soulmate leaves from our life. They hold a special part of our heart. And sometimes when they leave, it feels like they take that part of our heart with them. But what we fail to remember is that they gave us a part of their heart too. So we're not missing a piece of our heart. It's just been replaced with a part of theirs. And we hold on to that for the rest of our lives. We are still whole and complete. We're just whole and complete in a different way. It's important to remember that just because a soulmate leaves from our life, that doesn't mean we're not going to find that kind of a really deep connection with another person. Sometimes a soulmate will come into our life and make an impact just to prepare us for the next person. And the next person will be a connection far deeper than that person ever was. But in order to be able to have that energetic opening, they needed to leave to make room. Remember, everyone comes into our life for a period of time to either bless us or teach us. And sometimes that is both. Now, before you tell me you don't understand, I have never felt a connection so deep with anyone, and I will never feel a connection like that again. That's kind of like you jumping into a lake and telling me that you don't think that any other body of water exists that's deeper because you've never experienced it. But just because you haven't experienced it, that doesn't mean you won't in the future. It's also important to stop searching for your soulmate. They're not coming into your life any faster if you search for them. You're out here looking for your soulmate like the baby bird from Dr. Seuss saying, "Are you my mother?" But in this case, it's, "Are you my soulmate?" Your soulmates will enter into your life when they are meant to come, not a minute sooner or later. Stressing out about it is not going to speed up the process. You can throw out as many soulmate vibes as you want to out there, but they will show up when they are meant to show up, and they will stay for as long as they are meant to stay. This is also why it's so important to start being yourself. If you're afraid to be you because you're afraid that someone that you care about is going to judge you, then you're going to hold yourself back from getting in relationships with the right people. See, your soulmate is someone who loves you exactly for who you are, flaws and all, quirks and all. They're not going to think you're weird. They're not going to want to change you, but they will help you to grow, which is different than trying to change someone. I want to give you a little bit of food for thought. If you live your life trying to be what you think others want you to be, even when a soulmate enters your life and things start to flow in the right direction, if you are not your true and authentic self, then you are preventing yourself and you are robbing your soulmate from experiencing the connection to the depth that you never thought was possible. A soulmate will leave our life for several reasons. Sometimes they come into your life to help you learn something and grow in a certain direction, and they have to leave to make room for the next person who you will learn from and enjoy. Sometimes they leave because by leaving, you grow more from their absence than you did from their presence. And sometimes they leave because they themselves need to grow. And after a few years of this growth, they end up re-entering your life. Remember, if your soulmate leaves, it's normally to make room for something deeper. And it can be a blessing if you allow it to be. But if you find that you're hanging on to the past and hanging on to what once was, then you're preventing yourself from being open to the blessings that can enter your life. If you shut the door because you're afraid that the next one will leave to prevent yourself from feeling that kind of pain again, then you are shutting out something that could be even better. A soulmate will enter your life regardless of a shut door. But it's not until you open that door that you will be able to experience the depth that the relationship is able to offer you. It's also important to remember that not every soulmate will leave. Some of them enter into your life to stay with you through the entire journey, but it's important to work through that fear. It's important to be willing to move forward with your life and allow the people in who are meant to be in. And when someone is meant to leave, release them with love. It's okay if it feels painful. Pain is not an enemy, but it's also equally important to work through that pain, to heal from it, to grow stronger from it, and to be ready for whatever blessing the universe has to offer you. So if you're feeling heartbroken over losing a soulmate, remember, the universe has so much more to offer you.